welcome back to 25 Sweet Peas. Today for you, I'm swatching some new Zoya polishes. So they recently released a collection called Hello Summer for 2022's summer season. And this collection is actually a mishmash of previously released polishes. So you may actually already have some of these shades. However, I believe some of them have been out for quite a while. So if you are kind of new to Zoya, you may have never actually come across some of these. Others I definitely recognize from the past so many years of swatching Zoya polishes. So some you may have, some you may not. The first one is called Darcy, and this is one that I don't really recall. And I don't believe I personally have in my collection. And it is a bright yellow shade. And this is like a true yellow shade in my opinion. It's not pulling American cheese or mustardy. It is just like a sunshine yellow. It does have a decent formula. It covered really well for me in 2 coats, and I feel like the first coat would have gone on better with a bigger brush. But I always like to swatch them as is whenever you were to buy a polish, so you know what you're getting at their base price. But there is 2 coats of that. The next shade that we are going to swatch is called Hedi, and this is sort of an orange shade in this collection. Depending on the lighting that you're in, you kind of also get a red vibe, so it's kind of like a red-orange shade of this summer release. It covered really nicely in 1 coat, as you guys can see here, and then in the second coat, it did cover perfectly. And depending on the lighting, like I said, sometimes it pulls more orange, sometimes it pulls more of a red-orange. Sorry about that. Hedi is with me, and it is storming. The next shade is called Alley, and this is a hot pink shade. Very reminiscent of a neon shade, but not quite. Although I will say it does dry down to sort of a matte-like finish, like a traditional neon shade. But it covered really well in 2 coats. And overall, it was just a really nice, standard hot pink shade. Perfect for the summer months. The next shade we have is called Charisma. And this one also behaves like a neon. It is a kind of like a grape purpley shade. Actually, it has a bit more red in it than your traditional grape purple shade. The first coat covered extremely well, as you guys can see there. It does dry down to a matte finish like a neon shade. But in the second coat, it is definitely full coverage. And of course, if you don't like the matte finish, you can put on a glossy top coat. And the next shade is one that I do recognize, and I think I might actually have. I'm not 100% sure, but all of the others I didn't really have at all. This one is Dory, which is a fun name, and you're going to easily remember that if you've ever watched Nemo, because it is a blue shade. It's a really nice shade of blue. In the pictures, you would think it would be a bit brighter on, but it does have a little bit of a muted blue tone to it, but it does cover extremely nicely in 2 coats. And I really like this one. Then the next shade is a really, really unique green. I definitely do not have a green like this in my polish collection. And this one is called Ness, and it has an extremely great formula. Like in the first coat, it applied so nicely. I can't see through it all. Of course, I did go ahead and do a second coat to ensure that we had full coverage. Plus, I always just like the feeling of a full 2 coats for my manicures. And there is that one's final look. And then here is a look at the full lineup of polishes that we just swatched. They're all really lovely. They have really good formulas, consistent formulas across the board. And having them all put together like this for a summer collection is really fun, and a fun way to kind of revitalize older Zoya shades that may have not been known by everybody that is using Zoya at the moment. So that covers it. These are available now on the Zoya website. And I will have that link down below, and of course all of the information that we just shared, and that is it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!